That's right, this is another typical fantasy romance, in which the typically dashing female lead found herself inside her favorite novel. And now she is making a typically valiant return. Hoping that this time she will find her typical happily ever after. Up here in the typically frozen north.
Lady Lythra Myrto.
Except that would be far too easy.
Are you the woman who proposed marriage to me? I thought it would be best to speak with you personally before making a judgment, so I invited you here. I recommend you leave now before you live to regret it.
This contract marriage is already off to a bad start. I found myself transported into this novel because of a god's mistake. As a way of an apology, they promised to grant me any wish I desired. But I spent so long trying to think of a good wish, I eventually forgot. But I didn't really care, because I had used my knowledge of this world and the original plot of the novel along with a sprinkling of luck, to rise to the very top. With the dashingly handsome male lead by my side, I had found my happily ever after. But life doesn't stop there. There's work to do, crafty nobles to deal with, and an overly possessive husband.
If those pretty eyes of yours ever fall upon another man, I will have no choice but to kill him.
Get the hell out of my sight. But wait, there's more misfortune to come. Damn it. Why does everyone I meet only make my life harder?
Your Majesty, a letter has arrived.
Who is it this time? I thought I told you to burn any useless letters instead of bothering me.
It's from Duke Germain.
You should have said that earlier.
Your Imperial Majesty. I hope this letter finds you well. I greatly enjoyed reading your previous correspondence.
His handwriting grows more graceful with every letter. Pellas Tremaine, Grand Duke of the Northern Territory of Tremaine. He is despised by his fellow nobles, derided as the Northern Beast. And he is my closest friend. Though we've never met face to face, nobody else has ever understood me so well. Our friendship began when I sent him a letter following my coronation. It was little more than a formality, thanking him for his refusal to participate in the struggle for the throne, and so paving the way for me to take it myself. The reply I received was full of warmth and encouragement. With each letter, we grew closer. We would update each other on personal news, exchange advice on government policy, or simply share small talk. I'm not as brave as I pretend to be, and so I was terrified I wouldn't do a good job once one became empress. But with his support, I was able to bear the weight of my crown. We wrote back and forth, and before I knew it 5 years had passed. At this point, surely it's about time we met?
My deepest apologies, but I worry there may be political repercussions if we were to meet.
Rejected. Again. Duke Tremaine is distantly related to the previous emperor I overthrew. Even they didn't get along well. There will no doubt be gossip if he and I were to meet, and assumptions beyond friendship. But how can he still not relent after all of this time? I don't care what other people have to say. He's so stubborn. I wonder what he looks like. This novel is a fantasy romance, after all. With handwriting like that, there's no way he's not a feast for the eyes.
The Grand Duke of her dreams.
It's clear from his letters that he has a good personality. If I could just meet him once, what if I were to make it an order from his empress? Pellas Tremaine, your empress demands your immediate presence at the imperial palace. With a threat of severe punishment if he refuses. If you insist, my dear friend, I will not compel you further. But if a day may come in the future where political concerns are of no matter, it would please me greatly to meet with you not as Empress and Grand Duke, but as good friends Lythra Myrto and Pellas Tremaine. What was I thinking? The day I order him to do anything is the day our friendship dies. I can't throw away these past 5 years so easily. Send this to Duke Tremaine. An empress who cannot even meet her closest friend. Perhaps it's time I gave up the throne. But then the entire empire will be thrown back into chaos.
Stop, grab him.
What's with this commotion the second I said the word chaos?
Can't have. If I can't have you, then nobody can.
What kind of cliché villain line is that, you psycho? If I had known it would all end like this, I would have done whatever it took to meet the Grand Duke. If the stupid god who brought me here is listening, please take me back. If you have any conscience, give me another chance at a happy life. That dumb god really did it. I was taken back to the beginning. I wasted no time in offering the Grand Duke my hand in contractual marriage, in hopes of finally finding lasting happiness. Except that would be far too easy.
Are you the woman who proposed marriage to me? I thought it prudent to speak with you personally before making a judgment, so I invited you here.
Grand Duke Pellis Termaine.
I recommend you leave now before you live to regret it.
This contract marriage is already off to a bad start. You've got to be kidding me.